What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your subscriber. If you're new, welcome. So today, guys, we are going to exclusively talk about the Optimism airdrop that was launched earlier today. Hopefully, some of you guys that have been following me for the last few months have actually bridged over some funds over to Optimism, tried out some of the apps on Optimism, and are eligible to claim some of these airdrop tokens, okay? So, first step is you can actually go on the Optimism Twitter page, official page, and if you scroll down, you can see that they officially announced that let the claims officially begin. But yeah, I'm not going to go through the whole thread. I mean, it's a pretty long thread, but if you guys are interested, definitely check that out. And the most important thing that most of you guys care about is how to claim the tokens, okay? So first step is you want to go here, claim OP drop number 1, click on that link. So as soon as you click on that link, you'll be taken to this page right here where it allows you to start the claim process. As you can see, I have 776 tokens that I'm able to claim. So I'm going to click on start claim process. So the next section is they're going to get you to read this little section, and you're going to read through it, and they're going to ask you 3 questions to basically just to make sure you actually read the the information here. So yeah, as you can see, I've answered the questions correctly. So then I'm just going to click on next step. I know my head's in the way there, but I'm going to click on, can you guys see that? Next step. So just click on next step. Boom. And then review the Constitution. I have read and understood the Constitution, so they'll get you to read this as well. I'm sure 99.9% of you probably did not read it. You're just going to click on that check mark and just click on continue. So the next thing is you're going to choose someone to delegate. So meaning that when there's any governance decisions that has to be made, this person or this entity will vote on your behalf. So what you're going to do is you're going to choose, me personally, I chose that I'm interested in NFTs. So I click on NFTs, view delegates, and I'm going to go to the Quixotic Optimism NFT marketplace. I've actually checked this marketplace out. They got some NFTs on Optimism. I actually bought some NFTs on this marketplace just for the hell of it. And that, yeah, so I click on the Quixotic Optimism NFT marketplace. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Quixotic, is it? Quixotic pronunciation?
Quixotic.
Quixotic. Okay, cool. So that's how you pronounce it. Quixotic. Just want to make sure. So I click on Quixotic, and then it's going to ask me select as delegate. I click on that, and then I will click on continue. And then they'll get me to claim the airdrop. So right now my MetaMask is not on the Optimism network, so I have to switch to Optimism. Switch network. Okay, and then I'm going to click on claim and delegate. So I'm going to click on claim OP. Now at the time of me making this video, there is a lot of traffic going on the Optimism network. So they have warned people that some of these transactions are going to take a little bit longer in order to complete. So, oh, what's going on here? Claim failed. So that didn't go through. So what I did was I actually clicked on delegate first, and then a MetaMask window popped up. And right now the transaction fees are very little. It's only 42 cents. So I'm going to click on confirm. So waiting for confirmation. Confirmation happened there. Next up. Oh, cool. Okay, that's interesting. So it seems that instead of clicking on claim, which didn't pop any MetaMask window, I just clicked on delegate. And then as soon as I confirmed that transaction, the claim went through properly. So interesting. So right now I have just claimed 776 OP tokens. I'm going to add this to my MetaMask wallet. So huh, actually it didn't go through yet. You know, that's weird. Let's try this again. Claim OP tokens. All right, I'm going to try this again. So I just closed my window and just open it up again. So I'm going to click on claim OP. Now the MetaMask window has popped up. And now it's asking me to pay $2.47. So I'm going to confirm that. Claim tokens, waiting for confirmation. Confirmation Confirm transaction. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, my transactions, as you can see, it came through. Perfect. So there was a little bit of a hiccup there, as you can see. So I had to close the window, open it up again. I already clicked on the delegate button, confirm the transactions for that. So then for some odd reason, the claim didn't open up the MetaMask window to confirm the transaction. I just had to open the window, close the window, open it up again, and then that went through. So as you can see, there was a bit of a hiccup there while claiming this airdrop, but all I had to do is just basically close the window, open it up again, connect my MetaMask, and then just start the claim process again, and that worked. So cool. So let's look at the price of what Optimism is currently trading at right now. So how I do that is I basically just go to 1 inch. So I just go to CoinGecko and I click on the 1 inch website just to make sure I'm actually on the correct 1 inch website, right? And then I'm going to click on Launch DApp. And then up here, make sure you're connected to Optimism. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, Optimism. Make sure you're on the Optimism network there. And what I'm going to do is, by default, it's going to probably have the trading pair Ethereum to USDT. But obviously, you can just click on Ethereum, and then there's a drop-down menu for Optimism. I clicked on Optimism. And as you can see, I chose the USDC pair to see how much one Optimism token is equal to in US dollar cents, right? So you can see one Optimism, one OP token right now is trading at $1.45. So if I try to sell my tokens right now, I have 776 of them. That would be over $1,000 right now, 1,120. So yeah, so if I'm gonna plan on holding these tokens, because I do think the OP token will pump up higher than what it is currently right now. That's just what I'm speculating. But at the same time, you do what you want. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, this is free money, right? One of the sad things earlier today, what I saw was in the Optimism Discord group, there was a lot of negativity. There was a lot of toxicity. There was a lot of entitlement. People, I want to give you guys perspective that, hey, at the end of the day, this is free money, right? I mean, this is like our stimulus check in this bear market, if you want to call it that. And obviously, it's up to you. I mean, right now, I could sell this if I wanted to, and then I would have over $1,000 that was just airdropped to me, right? Just by using the Optimism network, right? But I also do believe that, hey, I could hold on to this and maybe see if it actually appreciates in value, which I do think, because if you look here, so this article was just printed out earlier today. So Optimism is going to be listed on KuCoin and many other exchanges. And also the big thing is Optimism hasn't been traded on Coinbase yet. It's going to be listed on Coinbase. We seen news articles from last month that there was an Optimism price page that was listed on Coinbase, right? And also don't forget Binance has completed the Optimism network integration, right? It has opened deposits for ETH on Optimism Layer 2. For those two big exchanges, Optimism hasn't been traded on those exchanges yet. So I'm expecting that this $1.45 is going to be much higher. Maybe $2, maybe $3. In fact, earlier today, the price was at $2. And I mean, if Optimism goes back up to $2, that would be like a $450 million market cap with the circulating supply, right? Which is still small. But obviously, as time goes on, there's going to be more inflation. And if demand doesn't match up with supply, then the price would just keep going down. But at this point, we're just going to focus on the circulating supply. And currently, Optimism is just under around $300 million market cap, which is pretty small. Now, looking at past, now also, if you want to ask yourself, should I hold or should I sell? I mean, there's so many factors as well, guys, because one thing is, sure, we could speculate that Optimism, once it reaches Coinbase and Binance, it could pump up the price, right, to like $2, $3. But let's say what happens if the stock market crashes down and then Bitcoin goes along with it. It's going to drag the whole cryptocurrency market down, right? And we've seen this. I've seen this with Evmos or Evmos, wherever you want to call it. Like Evmos had some, a lot of us were eligible for this airdrop, right? And if you look at this, yeah, so I mean, I remember around May 10th we had that big crash in the market, and then you see how EVMOS just kept on going down, right? It just kept on going down alongside with the market. So obviously with EVMOS, we had a lot of people just took their money and ran away, right? And we had a little bit of a relief pump there, trading sideways, and then the rest of the cryptocurrency market crashed, and you can see that EVMOS just kept on crashing along with it. So it wasn't immune to the cryptocurrency crash. So the question is whether to hold or sell your OP tokens really depends on you guys. And also, it's all with perspective, like I said earlier. I mean, this is, at the end of the day, this is free money. So it's up to you if you want to take profits right now, since you were airdropped these tokens. Me personally, I don't think I'll be holding this long term, because I do see a lot of airdrop tokens dumping. And then eventually they do form a bottom, but they do end up dumping quite a bit. So let's look at some of these airdrops like DYDX. Like DYDX was a big airdrop, right? When it first comes to the market, obviously there's a nice trading opportunity where it can pump. But as you can see, I mean, DYDX has been continuously dumping, right? Another one that I kept my eyes on, and I actually ended up getting some of these airdrops as well, was Immutable X, IMX. You look at it, same thing. Initially, it had that initial pump, right? That trading opportunity that people are speculating for short-term profits. And then you see how it just continuously dumps. Another one would be what I just showed you, EVMOS, right? EVMOS, again, this one. So EVMOS, same thing with EVMOS. Initially had that pump, and then it just dumped. And I think EVMOS could have bounced back up. I think EVMOS could have just traded sideways a little bit and maybe could have pumped back up. But yeah, it was at the mercy of the rest of the market going down. So that's why it's kind of leveling off here. And now it's back to where it was before the crash. What's another one? Looks Rare. That's another airdrop that I was eligible for. Same thing. Initially, it had that pump. People wanted to speculate, trade that little bit, trade that hype, initial hype. You know, boom, boom, and then you see how it's just basically been down a lot lower than it was initially when it first came onto the market, right? So what I'm saying, guys, is I think, let's see, what's the time frame for this? Just to get an idea what this time frame is, right? So we had what from, so in particular, let's look at the time frame, just to give us an idea of what to expect here. If the rest of the market maintains itself, right? If Bitcoin can maintain its level or even pump up a little bit higher, then we can definitely see some short-term positive price action for Optimism. But let's say here, so from January, early January to February, so about a month, right? So that was the time frame for this before it just dumped. What's another one? Let's look at DYDX. DYDX was a big one. So this one, what was the time frame for this one? So this one started trading September 10th, reached its peak at September 29th. So that's about 19 days, let's say 3 weeks, right? And then it traded sideways a little bit, and then it just started dumping a little bit more and more. So really, October 4th, September 10th, so about like a month. So this was like about a month in length, kind of very similar to Looks Rare, where it peaked out around a month, and then after a month, it just basically just trended downwards. Another one that just came to my mind was ENS. ENS was a big one. ENS, as you can see, again, right? We had that initial hype, things pumped, people speculated, and ever since then, it's basically just been dumping, right? Could be at a bottom, who knows? But let's see how long this hype cycle was. So this hype cycle was from November 8th, and then it basically peaked out November 28th, and then it went back to where it was initially when it first came on the market around December 5th. So again, another month, just a month of trading. So again, another month of where it was actually trading much higher to where it is now. All right, so this was a month in time. So this right here was like a month. And then ever since after that month, it just went down. The hype just died down, right? So This is what I'm saying. A lot of these airdrops for the first, as you can see on the charts, a lot of them 3-4 weeks of nice positive price action, and then after that fourth week, it just basically just declined, right? IMX, ENS, DYDX, looks rare. They all had this same pattern where we had that 3 to 4 weeks of nice price action, and then after that, boom, down. So this is why I'm saying with Optimism, me personally, I'm not going to hold it long term. Oh, wow. It's actually trading on CoinGecko now. Nice. So you can actually see the chart on CoinGecko now. Yes. So I do think, provided, again, it really heavily depends on if Bitcoin and the stock market don't crash, right? That we can see Optimism trading, you know, at nice price levels. I don't know how high it'll go, but probably within the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, provided everything is stable in the rest of the market, the world economic activity is stable, that 2 to 3 weeks where Optimism can trade positively, right? And then after that, I would consider maybe just selling everything, to be honest. Just looking at some of these trends from all these other airdrops where I would possibly just get the hell out. And then if you really believe in the token, you could always just buy when it starts to bottom out, you know, or you can just dollar cost average if you really want to buy in cheaper, if you like the token, that is. Anyways, guys, I think I'll leave it at that. If you guys like the video, hit the like button. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.